This podcast was made with a virtual voice. Today, I could have taken you to Old Market Square or Saint-Vivien Square, but I decided to take you to the 83 Damien Street in front of this atypical wooden house to talk about facades. What's that? What is facadism? Facadism is an architectural process that consists of keeping only the street facade deemed interesting, for aesthetic or historical reasons, etc., of old buildings, with all the rest replaced. Let us observe the side of the facade of this house, which is richly decorated. The brick wall betrays its time of birth, not the Middle Ages or the Classical era, but the 19th century. Here, two facades were used to create the whole facade. At the bottom, a facade from the Écuyère Street, and at the top, a facade from the Ermites Street. So, if among you there are urban explorers or simply curious, you can find other examples of facades throughout the city. A few steps away, still Damien Street, between Lieutenant Aubert Square and Republic Street. Today, we find elements of the private mansion of Écuyère, which once stood between Big Clock Street and Bears Street. You can spot this fine example of facade design, thanks to the sculptures, made of plaster casts, which adorn the facades. Then, go to the Old Market Square. Stand between the Joan of Arc Church and the restaurant La Couronne and look at the latter. To your right, you can admire three fine examples of facade design. This series of reinstalled facades comes from houses on Orbe Street and Autorobec Street, with its typical attic roofs. Finally, still in Old Market Square, take de la Paix Street for a few meters. At the restaurant, Les Nymphéas, stop and turn around. Here you are in front of a beautiful example of facade to take a picture for Instagram.